Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the First Universalist Church of Yarmouth. My name is Sarah Whitty. I'm on the Worship Council, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you here this morning. A warm welcome to everyone gathered here and to everyone who's gathering here on Zoom. We're happy you're here. At First Universalist, our mission is to explore our faith, embrace this community, and to engage the world as spiritual seekers. May we take these words to heart. If this is your first time in our congregation, a very warm welcome. We invite you to fill out the little congregation card, which is in the pew rack in front of you. Drop it in the offering plate when it comes around, and then we'll be able to connect you with programs or events or offerings that might interest you. For those gathering with young children, nursery care is available anytime at the end of this hall on the left, and there are trained teens to help you and help take care of children. And following our service, all are invited to join us right downstairs for coffee hour, our time of friendship and fellowship on Sunday mornings. Before we begin our service, I'm going to spotlight a few announcements. First, you'll notice when you go downstairs, there's a huge table full of stuff. It's all up for grabs. If we don't take it this week or maybe next week, it'll all go out. So help yourself. And then today, immediately following our service, we hope everyone will just come right up here. Stick around, don't leave, just give us a few minutes. We're going to gather right here on these steps, and Steve Thomas is going to take our picture. We haven't done this for about 5 years, so it's great to just take a quick picture of everybody who was here. And then also after that, there is a discussion of the book, All That We Can Save, in the common room, down the hall that way, downstairs, and also a postcard writing ongoing effort, which will be in the gathering room, back corner behind the coffee hour, for the project called You the Vote. So you can go here, you can go there, but first, photos right here. And next Sunday, there are two very cool things going on. First, there's a preliminary info meeting regarding a trip to Yepish, Romania. Limited number of spots, teens and adults. So come to hear more about that. It's in June next year. And the second announcement is a kickoff party we're going to have for our capital campaign, which we hope to run this winter. It's going to be called Here for Good 2. We'll tell you much more about it. We're going to talk about the timeline and kind of the organization of it. For more information about anything, any of the things that I just mentioned, any questions that you have, any rooms you can't find, come see us at the welcome table right downstairs, just inside the door into the coffee hour, and somebody can help you there. We also have a lot more information in the Sunday morning news. Sam has an announcement. Oh, good.
Hi, so I'm here to be the representative for two groups here, the choir and the Sunday Strummers. Yeah, I'll talk about the Sunday Strummers first, because you're going to see them today. We started last year, very loose, fun, acoustic band. It could be just guitars, it could be something other than a guitar. It doesn't matter. You need to know 3 chords coming in. So if you know your C chord, that's probably good enough, actually. We will. We'll teach you one of them. You have to figure out the other 2 on your own. We are looking for a bass player. If there's any bass players, we're also looking for another 100 guitarists or so. So think of it as a campfire songs vibe, chill, having fun, very open to ideas. Every rehearsal, I'm asking for your input, your musical input, with arranging, direction of the band. It's a collaborative effort, and I'd love to have as many people as possible checking it out or joining. If you're not a string player, depending on the instrument, just check in with me, shoot me an email, find me after the service, come chat with me, and probably can make it work. The choir is another very open invitation to join. If you're the type of person who has a deep resentment for your elementary school music teacher, then you could consider this a way to get back at them. And it's an open invitation, whatever skill level you're at, we'll make it work. I am available to provide support and guidance for people who are just getting started. I'm here on Tuesdays with office hours, and I'm happy to meet with people. We can train your voice up and try to get, ready to sing at the caliber that you've heard from our lovely choir. We started meeting at the beginning of August this year, so we came in our first week really ready to go. But very fun group, very welcoming group, and we're looking for any new members at this point. We actually have a decent balance of voices, so anyone can join or check it out, or reach out to me. So yeah, Thursday nights at 5:30 for the choirs, second and fourth Fridays at 4 p.m. for the band. Thanks.
And now, let's all take a breath together. This good air. And we're settling into our time together, and Sam will lead us into worship. Thank you.
Good morning. How are you? It's really good to see you. I'm Reverend Hillary. I serve as the minister of our church, and it is with peace and friendship in this golden September light. That I say, whoever you are, wherever you're from, whomever you love, whatever it is you have done or still really need to do, whether you are ready for sweater weather or you are not ready, you want more summer, you're welcome here. And we're so glad that you too are here in peace and friendship this morning. Friends, today, our second service of this new church year, we continue to explore our September theme of, does anyone know our September theme? What was that? What? Invitation. Yes. Yes, our theme this month is invitation. And this morning, we will wonder together, what does it mean to accept an invitation? An invitation to come in, an invitation to check it out, an invitation to join in, an invitation to dive in. To set us off in the right direction, our words of invocation are by the much beloved, wise weirdo poet Shel Silverstein, and I read to you his poem entitled Invitation. It goes like this. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by the fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. Let's say it together. Do you wanna? I invite you to say it together with me. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, if you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by the fire. For we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in. Come in. So those last two lines have exclamation points at the end of them. We're going to try that again. You didn't see the exclamation points, you didn't know. Come in. Come in. Good morning, my friends. I am so glad you came in this morning. Let us turn to our neighbors now, greet them, and ask them if they're more of a summer person or an autumnal person. Friends, I invite you to rise and join in singing our opening hymn, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Thank you to our Sunday strummers for leading us in song, and we need some help with percussion for this. So Sam, I turn it over to you again. We are united in seeking to increase love with justice and to constitute a free church open to all people, mindful of our past and drawing upon modern knowledge. We respond to the spiritual needs of persons and are devoted to the common good in community, nation, and world. We cherish the integrity of each individual and search for truth with reason as our guide. We respect differences of opinion and strive to be a democratic community. We are concerned with this world and open to the future. You may be seated. And thank you, Sarah, for lighting our chalice.
Every Sunday, we light our chalice, symbol of Unitarian Universalism, peace and friendship around the world. I would love to have anybody who wants to help me. Uh-oh. Magic? Do we have to do it with magic? Are there more matches? Got a match? I should have checked earlier, obviously. And there are all these people. Who has a match?
The worship council is on it.
All right. Oh, lighter. Larissa, thank you so much. Okay. We can still blow it out, right? Okay. So who knows the words that we're going to say? We light our chalice in peace. They know. They all know. We light our chalice in peace and friendship. Okay. I'm going to light this. I'm going to light here, and then I'm going to hold it right here, and everybody can blow it out, okay? Ready, everybody? Join with the kids. We light our chalice in peace and friendship. Everybody blow. Well done. Thank you so much. You can sit with your families, and we will move along.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So for years, Unitarian Universalists had a collection of 7 principles, but this past June, we voted and kind of changed them around a little bit, and now we have 7 shared UU values.
These shared values can be hard to remember, and while we learned them last May, we thought we could do it again today. Oh, so we're going to use this guide from one of our friends, a director of religious education from Allen Avenue UU Church in Portland, Emily Jones, who taught us a handy way to remember these values.
Speaking of hands, does anyone remember when we did this in May? Can you raise your hand if you do? Oh, some of you, but not everybody. All right. So hold up your hands, because we're going to need them for this.
All right, so the first value is transformation. So you imagine your fist is a seed. Now slowly unfurl your pointer finger like it's a sprout coming from the seed. Transformation, here we go again, right, means to adapt to a changing world and to grow spiritually. As your seed grows, it will look like the number 1. And that's how you can remember the first value, transformation.
Hillary didn't get to see this last May, so it's all new for her. Our next value is equity. So you hold 2 fingers sideways, and see how they kind of look like an equal sign? So equity means everyone should be treated with inherent worth and dignity. This makes people feel like equals. And that's how you remember the value of equity.
Awesome. All right, value number 3 is pluralism. Hold up 3 fingers and imagine that these 3 fingers are 3 people. with different ideas about God, who might have different cultures or experiences. Being able to hold many views at once and learn from each other is pluralism. That's all. We just got our 3 guys. Pretty easy one.
Okay, our next value is justice. So we're going to take our 4 fingers and curl them into a fist and hold it up high. Yeah, this is a sign of strength. We need to be strong to dismantle racism and fight for justice.
Right. Value number 5 is generosity. Hold out your hand as if you're giving someone a gift. Generosity means to share things you have that make a difference to others, like faith, presence, and resources.
Okay, so our next value is love. Hold up 6 fingers. Use the pointer finger of one of your hand to trace a heart in the center of the other hand. Love is at the center of all of our values, and love is the power that holds us together.
Okay, our 7th value is interdependence. This is just a fancy word that means we're all connected to each other. Okay, bear with me for this one. So hold up 7 fingers, then your hand with the 5 fingers is going to stretch out like a web. This little guy is gonna walk over. And
This one's a little bit of a stretch.
yeah, this one, complicated. So he's walking over, he's gonna be on his knees, looking at the web of your hand, the interconnected web of your hand, if you will. So, do you see how your palm is full of connecting lines like a web? We are connected and dependent on one another, and that is how you can remember interdependence. How could you forget it now?
So those are our new UU values. So cool, right? But let's practice them one more time so we can really learn them. We'll just go through them quick. Okay,
All right.
ready?
Transformation, a sprout curling up to make the number 1.
Equity, an equal sign.
Pluralism, 3 fingers, representing 3 people with different ideas and beliefs.
Justice, our fists in the air.
Generosity, giving our hand to give a gift.
Love, drawing a heart on our palm.
Interdependence, looking at the web that connects us all together.
Okay, well done. I think we got it. Good job. Yeah, good job, everybody.
Now, in just a moment, we're going to invite children and junior youth group members downstairs. Junior youth group, those are ages 5th grade through 8th grade. We are going to create a covenant and play some games.
And for Children's Chapel, who are pretty much preschool, pre-K through 4th grade, we're also going to play some games, create a covenant, and we even have some Legos to play with. Should be pretty fun.
And now, before we are sung out of the sanctuary by all these grown-ups here, let's use our hands again to say our children's blessing. We are Unitarian Universalists, people of open minds, loving hearts, and helping hands.
I feel the need to just do this with my hands right now as we come to the time in our service that we set aside each week for quiet prayer and meditation. This can be a time to reflect on the events of the past week, look forward to what might come in the hours and days ahead, offer a prayer of loving kindness to someone who really needs some loving kindness, or simply be here now in the fullness of this moment. Following our time of quiet, I'll ring a chime, and all will be welcome to come forward today and light a candle for a joy, sorrow, or concern you have. But first, my friends, will you join me in taking a deep, refreshing breath in, a calming breath out, and enjoy a sacred time of silence. At this time, all are welcome to come forward and light a candle for a joy, sorrow, or concern you hold today. We feel and reflect upon these flickering lights of joy and sorrow. Will you please join me in another short moment of quiet? For all that has been said, for all we hold inside, for all we cannot see or hear or understand. We hear you, and we hold you, and we pray for your immediate comfort, your continued joy, a path forward, and the seeds of peace right now. Let it be so, and amen. Sarah will introduce our offering.
With love at the center, UU the Vote is a bold initiative created by the Unitarian Universalist Association's Side with Love team, bringing our democratic values to life in the crucial struggle to build a genuine multiracial democracy. UU the Vote engages people in voter registration, issue education, get out the vote drives, like our postcard project downstairs, voter protection, state leadership development, and more. In addition to election year organizing, UU the Vote is building a year-round movement toward building a truly inclusive democracy. For those in the sanctuary this morning, we'll be passing our plate to one another, and for those who are gathered online, you are invited to make your offering using the donate button in your order of worship or by dropping a check in the mail. Thank you so much for your generosity, and thank you to Sam for Schubert, right? Thank you to Sam.
And will you rise in body and spirit and join in singing our song of thanksgiving? The short verses are in your order of service. Thank you all for your generosity. You may be seated. Our reading this morning is a poem by the Quaker poet and peace activist Jean Lohman. It's entitled Praise What Comes. Praise what comes, surprising as unplanned kisses, all you haven't deserved of days and solitude, your body's immoderate good health that lets you work in many kinds of weather. Praise talk with just about anyone, and quiet intervals, books that are your food and your hunger, nightfall and walks before sleep. Praising these for practice, perhaps, you will come at last to praise grief and the wrongs you never intended. At the end, there may be no answers and only a few very simple questions. Did I love? Did I finish my task in the world? Did I learn at least one of the many names of God? At the intersections, the boundaries where one life began and another ended, the jumping off places between fear and possibility, at the ragged edges of pain, did I catch the smallest glimpse of the holy? So we grew this wildflower garden in our front yard. this summer. We called it the Lawn Meadow. And as I wrote in Channels, our church newsletter this past week, this little patch of earth provided one of the simplest, most stupendous sources of joy that I have experienced in a long time. The smallest and greatest glimpses of the holy were on display all day long, for weeks on end. They still are, right now. Flowers of all colors, shapes, and sizes, blooming and reblooming. There were birds and the bees and the bumbles and the moths and the monarchs, and occasionally these two greyhounds would suddenly emerge from the Bachelor button and Rudbeckia. Right now, we've got a few orb weaver spiders in there, which both terrify me and draw me right in. Right up close to the intricate architecture they've woven out of silk they make from their bodies, ever mending it from its daily tears. It's like word got out in the neighborhood that there is this pretty sweet situation happening down the block, a new Michelin-rated lawn meadow, if you will, with nectar and seeds and grubs and dwellings of all kinds, a universe in harmony, an invitation, and all are welcome. Last Sunday, we held our sand communion, an annual commencement ritual in our church in which we pour sand from meaningful places in our lives along the spiral of a mandala, the ancient symbol of a universe in harmony. And then we pour that sand into this pot that holds our joys and sorrows all year. And those who participated in this ritual shared from this microphone what it is you bring to this congregation, a gift you naturally possess and offer by just being you. And you shared what you come here in hopes of receiving, what it is you need from us, from this. And in doing so, you answered a question I have been pondering lately. I don't think I need to go into the litany of reasons that generated this question, but simply put, anxiety is rather heightened this fall, is it not? And likely will only intensify as November draws near. And this anxiety may well not subside for many of us, dependent on how things go that month. And so, as September and the restart of the church year ebbed closer and closer this summer, I couldn't help but wonder, honestly, ruminate upon is more apt and a descriptor. What do I need to say from this pulpit today and in the weeks ahead that will help us hold steady and keep the faith this fall? What is needed now? I asked myself over and over and over again. And this past Sunday, thanks to your honesty and openness, it became clear. What's needed now is you. During the sand communion, I heard one word again and again as people shared what it was they hoped to receive from this church, what you feel you need from this place. For those who are here and listening attentively, do you know the word I'm referring to? Community. Community. That is right. Good listening. I heard it over and over and over again. Many also said they came here seeking friendship or just friends, which I found so beautiful and tender, made me get all glassy-eyed. And, well, I have spoken in the past about how it sometimes chafes at me when people say they come to church for community. What does that mean? I often think. You can find community at the Y, at the office, online, in your neighborhood, on the sidelines of your kid's soccer game. And sure, yes, you can find it here at church too, but church is different, right? From those other communal gatherings. I hear what you're saying, though. I hear it. And there's actually a theological term for community that gets at what many of you are seeking, I think, I hope. It's an ancient Greek word, because of course it is. And the word is koinonia. Koinonia. Koinonia, which over the millennia has come to mean a body of believers. Which I love for us, because yes, that is what this community is. It's a body of believers. Believers in what? All sorts of things, let me tell you. All sorts of things, but ultimately, hopefully, as Unitarian Universalists, we believe, or try to believe, in the inherent goodness of all beings, and in our ability to act with this goodness on our own volition. We're good, and we can choose to act with goodness. Everybody can. So excellent. You have come here seeking community, and you have arrived at this place where a body of believers gather, believers who believe in goodness. Welcome. Welcome. You are welcome here. Dreamers, wishers, liars, hopers, prayers, magic bean buyers, welcome to each and every one of you. You are important. You are what's needed now, because guess what? There is no community without you. You're it. And you see, well, koinonia has come to mean a body of believers. Translated directly from the Greek, it actually means participation. And so here's a follow-up question for you all, for us all. You have come here seeking community, and well, here it is. This is it. What now? Did you just want to see it? Smell it? Sense it? How would you feel about participating in it? And participate, what does that even mean? Joining the Sunday Strummers, for one thing. By grace of the Spirit of life, somehow each summer, a poem, a phrase, a word comes into my orbit and stays with me into the fall, like a bright chalice lighting the way forward into the new church year. Last year, this torch was a poem by William Stafford, beautiful poem entitled Yes, and the word yes was the prayer I said quietly to myself each week when we lit that flame. The prior year, it was a poem by James Broughton called This Is It. Remember that one? This is it, and I am it, and you are it, and he, yep, love that one. That's gonna come back in rotation, believe me. This is it, that year, was the mantra, was the light that led me onward. This summer, thankfully no exception to this rule, offered a guiding teaching by way of a koan that Alexis shared with me during a deep dive she took into Zen Buddhism. Now, a koan is basically a weird little story. It's essentially a riddle that's used in Zen Buddhism to shock or disrupt the mind out of its routine patterns, momentarily enabling us to experience life around us in a different way than we're accustomed to. A koan was actually once explained to me as an invitation to the here and now. An invitation to the here and now. The koan that disrupted my mind this summer and continues to confound me and guide me goes like this, and I'm going to read it twice because it's a koan, it's weird. These words pervade past and present, from before until after, and settle everything at once. Every day is a good day. These words pervade past and present, from before until after, and settle everything at once. Every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. Oof. No, it is not, right? It is not. Every day is not a good day. But it is. Nah. It is. Every day is a good day. A good day to say yes. A good day to say this is it. A good day to try. A good day to try again. A good day to let it go. A good day to loosen the knot. A good day to love somebody, anybody. A good day to love something, anything, anything. A good day to ask a few very simple questions. Did I love? Did I finish my task? Did I learn at least one of the many names of God? At the intersections, the boundaries where one life began and another ended, the jumping off places between fear and possibility, at the ragged edge of pain, did I catch the smallest glimpse of the holy? In short, every day is a good day to participate. Here, now, here, now, here, now. Alexis and I, along with a good friend who also practices Buddhism, turned this mantra over and over in our minds this summer, embracing it, rejecting it, gnawing on it, laughing about it, rolling our eyes at it. We even at one point, on a boring, hot afternoon, made a little banner with the slogan and hung it across our window. Every day is a good day. Summer vacation, why not, right? A few of those small creatures who discovered the joy and plenty of our lawn meadow this summer were a swarm of yellow jackets. They set up shop along one of the eaves of our house, and I, of course, discovered this the hard way. Bringing the dogs in from a walk one morning, I suddenly heard a loud buzzing all around me and then experienced a horrible pain on my thigh and my neck and in my armpit. And I did the only thing that made sense. I took off sprinting down my quiet street, throwing off all of my clothes down to my underwear, screaming obscenities, without doubt, drawing the attention from my very polite neighbors, who all know I'm a minister. You guys, I try. Those yellow jackets hurt. Has anyone ever been stung by a yellow jacket? They can sting you over and over, and they chase you. Goodness in all beings, but my goodness, whew. Eventually, when I stumbled back home, Alexis greeted me with ice packs and Benadryl, held me, and said one thing. Every day's a good day, sweetie. Now, sure, this mantra can make us chuckle or grit our teeth. But my friends, it's no joke. This line, as I said, it's a koan. It's an invitation to change your mind. Living into the belief that every day is a good day is a spiritual practice, sure. But it is also a source of spiritual fortification. It's a method to zoom out when you're getting too myopic, too stuck in your views. Every day is a good day. And zoom in when you are resisting engaging with the here and now of your life. Every day is a good day. And honestly, every day is a good day is more than a spiritual practice. Let me tell you, friends, it's a spiritual workout. It's building muscle, strengthening our ability to handle this age when we, a body of believers, cannot be half-hearted about our faith. Because this world is flippin' crazy right now. And there are many beings who are having decidedly bad days, catastrophically bad days. Maybe you are one of them, or have been one of them, or are afraid you might become one of them. Welcome, come in. Maybe you are overcome with grief and worry about them. Welcome, come in, come in. And maybe you want to get up and get out and take some action about it all. Welcome. Come in, come sit by this fire. Maybe this is why you have arrived here, seeking community, seeking a place to be held and helped back up amidst the sting of it all. The place you come seeking community is a place where people gather who believe or are trying to believe that goodness exists and we can act with goodness. That is to say, we can act with compassion, with curiosity, with courage. And that's what we do here. That's what it means to participate in this community. Here we practice creating and sustaining loving, open, and authentic relationships with people of all ages and stages, people with joyful and sorrowful histories, people with joyful and sorrowful journeys ahead. We gather here to practice relationship and fortify our spirits together so we can take it all out there and make the difference we want to see in this world, the good difference. And it's okay. It's okay if we don't always get it right, because every day is a good day. And every day is filled with good moments. Here now. Here now. My friends, my monarchs, my orb weavers, my bumbles, my hummingbirds, my wild and good, precious friends, so many of you have come seeking this community, and what I want to tell you is welcome. And what I want to say to you is, please, will you participate in this community? You are more than invited. You are needed. Now. Today. As good a day as any other. My friends, let us praise what comes. Let us accept the invitation to change our minds. Let us see what will grow with our attention. Let us be here now. And whatever goodness, great or small, that grows here this year, let's be sure to take it out there and not be half-hearted about it. Every day is a good day. Yes, this is it. Let it be so. Amen. Our closing hymn is number 34, Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire.
Though I may speak with bravest fire and have the gift to all inspire and have not love, my words in vain as sounding brass and hopeless gain. Though I may give all I possess, and striving so my love profess, and not begin, my words are vain as sound is turn strangely thin. Come, Spirit, come, our hearts control, our spirits long to be made whole. That inward love together
And will you remain risen for our closing time of benediction?